This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at Cinegar Expo 2026. I'm here with in the ZEISS booth with Sundeep Reddy. He's going to tell us about some interesting new technology that they built into a two-time anamorphic lens.
Hi Jim, these are the new Horizon Anamorphics. They're 2 times anamorphic lenses built for full frame, and they're all T23 except for the 200mm. There's 7 focal lengths. The 200mm is a T29, but the rest are all T23. So one of the things you recognize is it doesn't look like a conventional lens. That's because the motors have been internalized, so they're all inside the lens. And they're not your conventional gear motors. They actually work on a gimbal, so the optical groups are moving back and forth. There's no spinning involved between the elements, so they're shuttling back and forth.
So does it set up also automatically? I think I heard that.
So the automatic bit of these lenses is that they auto-calibrate upon initialization. That's about the automatic or automation that it does. When it comes to focus pulling, very dependent on the focus puller, just like any normal lens. We currently work with Preston, and we work with ARRI's Hi-Fi, WC4, basically the L-bus protocol.
Well, there's usually a lot to calibrate when you move from one to the other, one lens to the other even, but this makes that a little easier, I believe.
Yes, when you swap lenses out, the moment you put a lens on, it just receives power from a camera and from the lens mount, and it just does a quick autocal, and that's about 10 seconds.
So you don't have to recalibrate too much every time you go from one lens to the other for your follow focus and fizz and all that?
No, so it's got an absolute encoder, which means everything is stored within the lens, and the lens transmits that data to the lens control system.
Well, it must be pretty heavy then.
It's actually surprisingly light there. So as a benchmark, we try to benchmark against our master anamorphic lenses, and on average they're about 70 grams more than a master anamorphic. And that's pretty good considering you have motors built into the lens already, and they're full frame.
Yeah, all that gack on top of it would make it a lot heavier. Yeah. 2-time anamorphic, huh?
2 times anamorphic, yes.
And I think that I understood that you're working on something to change the anamorphic qualities?
Correct. So the idea is that the lens itself has a neutral baseline as far as the look is concerned, and then we want to let cinematographers to basically change that look using our interchangeable look system, which we're developing, which is essentially an LPL mount with an optical element in there that is going to allow you to dirty up the lens using you're going to introduce spherical aberrations and move that baseline.
Well, another thing that looks a little different is these touch controls.
Yes.
How does that work?
So you have haptic feedback. They're haptic. They're essentially touch capacitive strips. So these are meant not for focus pulling, but rather for
trimming, maybe.
They're meant for checking focus. So an operator could very quickly check focus if the AC is in close by, and then quickly check a focus, do a focus check. They can do a quick check or drop the iris, things like that. So there's a few more features we're going to be adding. We're collecting more and more feedback, and we've actually gotten some very interesting feedback, which we want to now integrate into the lens. But ZEISS is always listening. So, yeah.
And what's the coverage area? Sensor size does it cover? Full frame?
Yes, full frame. So it'll quite easily cover the Alexa Mini LF. It'll cover the Sony Venice. So no problem with those.
Very exciting technology. Lots of great things you're working on. When will they be available?
So we're looking to have them available by the end of this year. So September onwards. So that's the aim.
I'm interested to play with them.
Yes. We'll have a few demo units very soon. So the lenses are going back to Germany, and will be more. These are prototypes, so they'll go back to Germany, and we'll be working on them. But we should have demo lenses soon in the US.
I can't borrow this one right now.
No, unfortunately not.
Thank you very much, Sundeep.
So, thank you, Jim.